Welcome back. We are headed out into a thunderstorm for our spring adventure. We are in the panhandle of Oklahoma, headed towards southeast Colorado. The southeast corner of Colorado is blanketed with the Comanche National Grasslands, and within those grasslands there are two canyons that I have some interest in. One is the Carrizo Canyon, and the other is Picture Canyon. We've been wanting to visit these for a while. Both the Carrizo Canyon and Picture Canyon have a picnic area, hiking trails, and a rich history of Native American archaeology. Today we're going to visit Picture Canyon. The Comanche National Grasslands are managed by the Pike Isabel National Forest, and on the website there is really good information about Picture Canyon. It has lots of artifacts, ancient, fragile, and irreplaceable is what it says. Most important, when you come here, there's a fee site information right there, and it says no fees are required for this site. And right now, since things are expensive, this kind of option is quite good. There's lots of things to do here. There is mountain biking, there is hiking, backpacking. If you are a horseback rider, you can discover this area on horseback. Lots of things to see and do. There is a picnic site, but it's not for camping. Make sure you camp in the dispersed camping area. This area does have some free range as well as some fenced area for livestock. This guy is free range mainly because he was small enough to slip through the barbed wire fence.
He's a cutie.
Off to the left, you can see that storm produced a lot of hail. We have pulled into the Comanche National Grasslands, and we are driving over quite a bit of just dirt road. That storm hit us pretty hard there for a little bit, but now we got some sunshine. Kind of a weird glare with the black behind us and the bright sunshine in front of us, but it's kind of clearing now. So we'll be there in just a few minutes. The road into Picture Canyon is washboarded and covered with cattle grates, and I did not air down for any better comfort. I relied on the suspension of the Subaru. I was not taking the risk of getting soaked.
Area and trailhead. Fire restriction now in effect. No campfires. Those are birds.
The walls of the canyon got a little bit higher as we descended into this shallow canyon. This is just an open area, and according to the Forest Service website, it used to be where the Native Americans would plant their crops in the safety of the canyon. As we got deeper into the canyon, and furthest down the road, there is a picnic area, and in this area there is a vault toilet, and there was one person set up in their van down here to camp for the night. After exploring the length of the road, we returned back up to an open area where there was some obvious dispersed camping.
Looks like there's several fire rings.
I think
Well, this is Picture Canyon, and this is where we're going to camp.
this is probably the most level spot about right here. This is pretty special. We are set up at pretty canyon here in southeast Colorado. Got the gazelle tent. That's where we're going to be sleeping. Canyon walls on both sides of us. There's a little bit of a breeze going right now. It's a little chilly breeze because we had that storm came through, and you can still see the clouds off to the east. It went from west to east, and it's still hanging out over there. So it is pretty cold and wet and humid. This is the kind of a little bit of a trail. I don't know if that's trailhead parking. There's a fire ring there, so I assume it's for dispersed camping. No signs that say you can't camp here. There are signs down by the bathrooms that is not a camping area. This is like a 2-track right down to the trailhead.
It's pretty.
Michelle and I have been camping together for a long time. For 7 years, we were best friends before we got married, and we began camping with her family in a much more sophisticated manner in a pop-up trailer. Yeah, we've varied our camping from that old RV to that rooftop tent on a trailer to a tent like we're using tonight.
Show you how we got it set up here. Zero-degree sleeping bags as usual. Sea to summit pads underneath, wool blanket on top of that. No cots tonight. We're tired. We just don't want to do the extra step. We may pay for that later, but I think we'll be okay. It's not going to be that cold, but I did decide to put some wool on just because of how it feels. So I think we're going to crash pretty soon here. It is 9 o'clock Oklahoma, Tulsa time right now. It is be 8 o'clock here in Colorado. We're tired. Driving through that storm kind of took it out of me. Yeah, I'm going to sign off here for the night, and we will see you in the morning. Good morning. We are awake. We have slept on the ground. We're still alive. We aren't too sore. And sleep was kind of intermittent. First night out on a trip, I always probably am too excited to sleep good. So
We woke up to a cold morning. In Campo, Colorado, it was 31 degrees. Where we were at in the canyon, it retained the heat just a little bit better, around 39 degrees. Obviously, it was overcast and windy, and it wasn't changing anytime soon. I do like my Gazelle tent. I think as I've gotten a little bit older, it doesn't make me bend over quite as much to set it up. I do have to bend over to set up the stakes. I have to get down on one knee. But generally, it's just pretty easy, clean up, set up. I have not found that it sets up as fast as advertised, at least for me. We also take some extra steps to protect it. We do set down a ground cloth to keep rocks and sharp little sticks or vegetation from poking through the base of it. We take pretty good care of our stuff so it lasts a while. We're not into changing tents every few months or vehicles every 2 years. We like to keep our stuff. It's time to save a little bit of money in this economy. So some of these skills are just coming in a little bit handy. The skill and practice of just being content with what you have is something that right now, it's really important. You know, travel, camping, recreation is kind of an extra thing. It's not an absolute need. It's something that we do to recreate and have a little bit of fun. But to keep it fun, we have always thought that minimizing cost is the best way to do that. That's why we're at a free campsite. A big bill after your fun just might ruin your fun with some anxiety. Well, it is just before 7 o'clock and we are headed off out of the Painted Canyon, and we're going to head for Cordova Pass in where the Spanish Peaks are at. So just an overnight stay. This really is probably a place that you really could take in some good hiking. There's some good hiking trails here, and dispersed camping back out in the little side roads here. Really not a bad spot. As we scurried off to our next unreservable campsite, we knew we didn't really do this canyon justice. Uncover Colorado has another website that's just really good. It has a lot of good information about this area, lots of things to do. Hey, here's even a YouTube video.
Where are we at today?
We are at Picture Canyon.
Picture Canyon. Are y'all excited?
I'm going to put a link below to Uncover Colorado, to the National Forest website, and even a link to this video that will just tell you a little bit about this area. We plan to come back to either Picture Canyon or Carrizo Canyon to just check this area out again. Well, we are headed off to our next destination, to Cordova Pass in the Spanish Peaks Wilderness. Appreciate you taking the time to watch, and come back next time.